And I still have black and whites from that show,
Cool.
1968. 69.
Here we go. I think we're, oh, now you want to put it on the big screen. That's why you can
Yeah.
go on the big screen. You just need this.
Recording in progress.
Oh, now I have to choose this. Put the chair over there. And so the owl should be working. Is the owl working?
Yeah, I turned my off for a minute.
Yeah, you want to put it into your. Is that your, yeah,
Yeah,
we're looking at what you're looking at.
yeah. So I'm trying to figure out where I did that, and I had Gail up on. I've got too many screens open, so
So right now you've got the moon up on the TV.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's my backdrop.
I thought you had a chair.
That's fine. I have a chair over there. I just want to get it going, so yeah, I can do it from here. And have my chair.
I can monitor this. I think with the owl, we shouldn't have to worry about it.
I don't know why it's doing this.
Yeah. Those are the stuff that makes drawings.
Oh. This is the 90 page.
So,
It's the drawings are 7.
so we're
Okay, then
potential people like where am I?
you want to sit here?
No, no, no. I was just wondering. So the Zoom meeting, are we on Zoom? That's a separate screen. So the Zoom meeting is where you and I are. But you're just putting the other one on the big screen for us to look at,
Yes.
which is perfect. Next Super Bowl Sunday that we have in town, we can be on the big screen.
What are you going to do?
Melissa discovered that the owl is much happier on a soft surface.
I thought you were.
No, I was gonna start doing yoga in the middle of the meeting. I'm tired of all this. Town administrator loses it. Starts doing yoga.
It's in Shutesbury.
All right,
You can sit here and I'll sit.
you're gonna take that, okay.
Okay, so did we go things look at these drawings? Yes.
Yeah, I looked at it very small.
Huh? Okay. I printed them out too and put them in. So I didn't find anything on this sheet.
No.
G100. Did anybody have any issues with it? I assume you got the address.
23 West Elm is correct.
All right, the next sheet. I didn't have any issues with this sheet. Still have to read this.
I don't think it is.
I reviewed the notes, they're all general. When we have a kickoff meeting with the contractor, we'll have to figure out where to lay down areas. They just have identified some guesses. So Okay, this sheet. So I talked to Cole, who's the designer. But later, earlier this afternoon, I asked him a few things to do. One was. Like this detail here also applies to here, here, and here, and here. So I said, put a tag there where it
Yeah.
actually applies.
Right.
Or as a detail.
Right.
Too, but let's
Right.
make sure we're covered.
Yeah.
And he's still gonna take care of it. Okay. You gotta.
Right, yeah.
It's basically detail 308,501.
Made more specific.
Yeah.
Or made it more specific to the area rather than a general, this is a syllable.
Okay, so here's one of the things, and this shows up again later. Refresh my family memory. But I thought we had agreed that this back.
Dal's awake now.
Where they have those three bump out things. I thought we agreed that we were gonna put a gutter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We didn't do that.
that's one of the things.
That's the only place-
That's the major water damage in the whole place.
right.
So I want to make sure I remember this.
Yeah.
So I told Cole, I'll call him back tonight or tomorrow, say, no, we wanted the gutter. Now, so what they did is they did these diverters exist. I didn't see them, we were out there because everything was covered with snow.
Yeah,
So. My view is, I don't like these diverters. So my view is. Lose the diverters, but put the gutters on.
why don't you like the diverters?
I'm not too crazy about the detail. I'm a little concerned that snow and ice could work its way back up behind that diverter.
I don't know how high it is.
I think they're just. But if there's a gutter, because I'm thinking, let's take the gutter from, this is a door entrance. Let's take the gutter from outside of door entrance, to outside of door entrance. Then we don't need the diverter.
If it's a big enough gutter, it should handle it all. The diverter isn't for sliding, right?
No, the diverter is just for you. Yeah, that's what we said. Now, one thing to keep in mind though, then they would have to drop downspouts off the gutter and it would run over the
Right,
little bit of grass. And
Right.
pavement.
I think that's something we talked about that we should address anyway, because all that water goes into the building now, and they're gonna have to do something, and Steve said they're gonna have to dig up to pave the front, so that could be an easy thing to settle.
Right.
Is put a French, or some type of drainage to tap into the other drains, whatever, while we're back there.
But not as part of this project.
No, just to get it down and down dirty, get the water away from the building. And then we'll figure, before winter, they can try to do something. But I agree, we agreed to put a gutter on that whole side, because that's the one that has the most damage.
well, it looks like with the diverter detail, there's an additional 24-inch wide minimum section of the high temperature resistant modified bitumen membrane.
Well, we have a gutter, the diverter's not doing.
Right.
Going into the diverter.
Diverting it.
Diverting it from the gutter.
Gutters collecting, like all the other doors. All the other gutters there.
So are we in agreement that we should have a gutter back there from outside of the door to outside of the door?
Because it'll take off, actually it'll take off 75% Or about 75% of the water shedding on that side. We'd be able to do something to get rid of the water up against the building, so, yeah. That's what, I think that's what we talked about, because the amount of rock. And roll over everything that's happened.
Frank, you're,
We haven't heard this, say yes.
no, he's thinking.
I know, I can see the smoke.
Well, as I remember, that entire, that's the south wall, is that right?
That's the sound.
That south wall, one of the problems is that the base of the wall is practically greater. So if you actually, if you diverted the water, just diverted the gutter, you might protect the pop outs that trim the base, but then you'd exaggerate the conditions either side of it. So
But they only had the diverter. Sounds. Not at the window.
oh, the diverters are not.
Only at the door.
Oh, well, that's better than.
That's the point.
I thought when you first mentioned it, that the diverter was to get, because I actually started to see that they had diverters all around.
Yeah.
But aren't there gutters? Yeah, we had gutters. So we don't need them.
They pushed the diverters back into work because they already.
Is now working on your side, because I had this.
Yeah.
I bet
We couldn't see.
So again, I think we should.
Thank you.
Well, we should, and then there's, I think we should eliminate all.
Can you run back to
I didn't print out that
It's-
sheet.
We'll just do it.
the second?
It's
round?
fine.
If we lose a drawing.
Anybody have to have a Apple charger?
Yes, I have one
Because
upstairs.
mine,
Or like an iPhone charger.
the iPhone will work for this,
Okay.
as long as it's. Unless it's. Yeah, if they have,
Yeah, they got the they're showing the diverters and everything.
oh,
See them? Right there.
Yeah.
yeah, but I think I'm also seeing,
Paul says because they are.
this is better.
That's a guy. That's a guy. That's the diverter. That symbol looks like enterprise.
Okay, so here's your gutter. Here's the door, there's the door.
That's the,
That's not an exit. That's not an exit.
Thank you.
That's the door. Wow, it really is. Yeah. It's not gonna be up to you.
So those are. So, in my mind, I don't see.
I think the diverters there were. They put them in, ridiculous, they put them in. Maybe the old roof. It's simulated. The old roof, they put-
Well, he said the only reason. he put the burden is they don't have it.
All right, so.
So the diverters are on the south side of the building.
Let's press cap.
Okay.
You said these are.
That symbol is the diverter.
So on these, do you want to, because you feel there's a need, because it's not in excess stores and. Does it do anything?
There's no gutter.
People driving training. As they.
So. Anything, if with the diverter, but it means that you're getting additional excess or more concentrated water in two locations. So what's the?
Not a whole lot.
Right.
I guess in my mind, let's leave those two diverters on the filling.
And there's another, there's no door there.
There's a door to the,
Oh, wait,
Outside
that's
room.
this,
yeah, that's a
So,
mechanical room. That's the heating valve. A particularly noisy one. That only goes on during meetings.
So there's only 4 feet of roof there on the right. Leave those two there. Yeah. Leave those two.
Yeah, it's like 8.
and this one,
That's the roof where the water used to come down like huge waterfalls out of the scuppers.
Isn't this like a mechanical room?
Yes,
It's not an exit.
it's just the entrance to the mechanical room.
Those are issues here. This door?
So we have pictures of it.
There's that open grate thing on that side wall. There's an overhang over the door, isn't there? So Jeff, you're thinking that the diverters will get snow backing up and cause water problem into the roof?
I'm a little concerned about that. Especially around here, it's ice.
Oh, this building is particular because of there's snow, it's all shade.
4 times, 5 times, 4 times. Back and ice and snow.
Yeah.
So with that theory. So, and then rather get rid of all 3.
I don't see a need for it if we're gonna put it there. And there,
Well,
yeah,
this one doesn't have
that's what I'm trying to find that.
reason. When I talked to Cole,
They weren't,
he wasn't really pushing the diverter other than the reason that it was already there.
the doors are metal, correct? So the metal actually, you keep it painted. And the paint will hold longer on the metal than on the wood. And with the diverter, if anything, you're splashing more water back into the wood, which in my mind is adding to the potential for deterioration to the wood. So my suggestion is no diverter.
So delete all diverters?
Yeah.
Okay.
that sounds like a unanimous decision.
We need
Not
to-
You guys
necessarily-
are like
Not-
2 peas in a pod.
Not necessarily the right decision, but. Okay.
All right, who's
Okay.
following who?
So. Can you go to detail 3 on A501?
That's A501 was up there.
Page 3.
The big one.
Okay, so this was one of the things, and I'm okay with this, I just want to make sure you guys understand. Behind here,
They're calling for a 5-quarter PVC. Existing, if it's right.
yeah, but
Here's what
I
it
can't
says.
read that.
Well, and replace upper piece of tongue and groove wood plank. That's this piece here.
Right.
With 5/4 PVC trim board. If tongue and groove board is deteriorated.
Right behind.
I think that should be replaced with wood because you're gonna be fastening the other PVC trim here through that, into that. And
But they're saying that only percent fastened with the structure. You've got these things away.
Yeah.
But
But the wood is gonna be a lot less expensive than PVC trim. Why do you need the PVC trim? That you're not even gonna see because 1x6
you sure it says replace that? I think it says replace that.
says replace upper piece of tongue and groove wood plank with 5/4 inch PVC trim board.
You can't see them.
Says it right there.
Sorry,
Maybe I didn't use it more now.
that's what it says. So that should be wood.
So that should be, okay. My point, that I want to make sure that this is a 1x8 PVC board here. Okay.
1x6. 1x6 nominal PVC eve trim cut to fit.
That's the one
I
on the
reckon
top.
8. Well, whatever.
Well, there are places where they change.
That's what I want to make sure we all. Okay, so that's 1x6 and 1x8, whatever. So just keep in mind, that's a 1x6 or 8 piece of PVC. Now, when we go to the detail where there's a gutter, then they go to a 1x12.
Right.
And I asked them to do that because I want to make sure there is always solid blocking behind that. Okay, so but you're going to see that on the building. Like if you were to go back to the drawing ahead, you're going to see behind the gutter a board that is 12 inches deep, it will hang down a little bit below the gutter. And then when there isn't a gutter, there's a step up to the 1x6. So it's not a continuous straight line all the way across the building. That doesn't bother me. Some people.
I mean, I get, I'm like, this. I get it.
So what is?
Well, it's
okay,
readable. Oh.
1x6 of them.
One by six. But it does, here's where it says 1x8. So this is the, this is
That's
the
the word.
rake.
That's the word.
They're saying 1x8 nominal PVC rake trim. Well. And then, where you asked them to change it to the 1x12, it doesn't say PVC. This detail, for this is A502.
Next one down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it from here.
You go to A502. One by 12 nominal each or doesn't say PVC.
Did they not change it?
No, they changed,
They changed, they just didn't, they just didn't follow.
Okay.
but do we agree that the 5/4 should just be wood, not PVC?
Yeah, I have a cell phone.
We can call them. Cole said we can call them.
Great.
So it's.
All right, well, while we're on this,
You have full cell.
can you go back to A5?
I think I know.
Okay, let's go back to where me.
Yeah, so you can pull it up. Up here near the top. All right, you've got asphalt shingles, underlayment. What is the underlayment?
That's specs.
Then they've got existing modified bitumen bed, remove loose sections.
Right.
And then what?
Then you cover the whole thing over with another layer.
So we're not concerned that, I mean, you know, the membranes, not concerned about. Okay, so the quote underlayment is another like ice and water shield type membrane. Okay. I didn't understand.
The ice
why.
and water shield is like code. I think it's
6
around
inches.
36 inches behind the wall. And then above that, they go to. Not as heavy as an ice and water shield, but it's still a solid water barrier.
And then when you penetrate it, it goes. What's that? It says. You want
So
to,
I asked them on this detail, 3 on 8. To also change the note that. Because they're saying only replace the top board of the damage. I said, no. I'm not replace anything that's going to be covered up with another piece of PVC.
Yeah,
There wasn't a whole lot.
but this is not going to be PVC. This is wood.
no, what Jeff is saying
Yeah.
is the PVC, it's 1x12 is come down here, and that's at least in the second, third section of 5 quarters. So you replace everything that's gonna be.
Hey Paul, this is Becky. How you doing? Good. Jeff said it would be okay if we called with some questions. Excellent. I'm gonna put you on speakerphone, okay? Can you hear us?
Yeah, yes, hi everyone.
I had to borrow the tree.
No problem.
I'm gonna let Jeff ask the question because I'm not sure what it is.
So, by any chance. Where are you, by the way? Okay, so while you're driving, take a look at this detail. Okay, so detail 3 on A501 is, it's that typical soffit detail. Okay. So. You're gonna put a new 1x6 piece of PVC wood on the outside. And then your notes seem to imply. Did you get pulled over by the cops?
Coach, oh, we live in a dead spot.
We can hear you now. Can you hear us better? Okay,
Okay, so on your detail, you show the new 1x6 PVC trim board. On the outside. And then behind that, where we have to replace the damaged wood. Your note seems to imply you're replacing that damaged wood with a piece of PVC. As opposed to with a piece of wood. But your poche and your detail shows wood, which is it? Okay, so the material, the wood that has to be replaced behind the PVC, is that going to be wood or is that going to be another piece of PVC? That's what we're asking.
So at that point, I mean, the PVC, at least it won't rot. We can do wood if you guys prefer, and then we can match, but I think, you know, just for lower maintenance, PVC might be better. Well, the 1x, I'm sorry, the 1x whatever it is, that's gonna be PVC behind everything. Wood.
Okay.
I think it's 5 4 times.
Yeah, that's, we think it ought to be wood, but that's not what your detail note says. That's all we're saying.
5 4.
Yeah, right, that's all we're saying. Okay. Okay, so the next thing. Are you home yet?
Yeah, but I should just hold in my driveway.
Good. Okay, so the next thing is, remember we talked about those diverters on the roof above the door? So
Yep.
we're not understanding why we would need a diverter if we also have a gutter.
Yeah, usually, that was kind of what I was saying earlier.
Right.
We were just putting them back where they are currently.
Yeah, we'd like to get rid of them.
That location.
Which door are we
Okay.
talking
Mechanical
about?
room,
Because we thought there's 3 doors. Based on the drawing.
mechanical room, the gym doors.
There's 2 on the, what I'm gonna call the front of the building. You show 2 doors. They're not the main doors, they're egress doors. And then there's one on the, see, that would be north, and then there's one on the east
It does not have a good.
that does not have a gutter.
The mechanical room doors.
It's a mechanical.
Yeah, that's the one. So. If you want to get all of them
What do you think I'd get rid of all of them? Okay.
Then. This is Stephen, on your A502. For the gutter detail. You show the 1x12 that's behind the gutter. You don't call that out as PVC, but we're assuming that's going to be PVC. Okay. And then, oh, this is a question I have. So we've got the 1x12 PVC trim behind gutter locations. And where there's no gutter, it'll be the 1x6. But then on the, oh no, that's actually a 1x6.
It says it doesn't look like 16 or 8.
That's a rake.
No, the rake, I thought the rake said 1x8, but it does say 1x6.
Yeah, they should all be 1x6 anywhere. I think just, they should match, of course, right? So.
Yeah.
We'll make sure they match.
Okay, now this is an installation question. So looking at the gutter detail. The gutter and I think the gutter strap, the fasteners suggest that they are behind the drip edge. And so the drip edge, is fastened to the roof. The gutter is fastened, behind the drip edge. What's the installation process? I mean, because it would suggest to me you got to have the gutter up before you can put the drip edge on.
Yep, that'd be the idea. Likely that try and with any membranes and other layers that they need to do first. And then they'll have the sheet metal bring back. It's likely a different set of guys usually that do sheet metal from depending on the company, but they'll come back in later and then they'll phase it in a way that they can sell a guard first and then edge.
And then the roof.
And then shingles.
Wow, okay. So then my next question is, so when a section of gutter gets damaged and you need to replace it,
How do you do it?
you got to pull up some shingles to get the drip edge off, to get the gutter off, to put it all back together again.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance they could just lift up the drip edge and get the screw out for the strap. But every kind, it would probably, the right way to do it would be, like you said, to take the shingles out, take the skirt, the drip edge out, and then replace the gutter that way. Yeah,
Okay,
you guys seen a lot of, I mean, I know the gutters that are now are in great condition, but, once we put on our, that's why we added some stiffeners and the thicker straps, things like that, because I know you guys, of course, you get a lot of snow out there, so, we did beef them up a little bit, and it helps that help on the life.
okay, that was my question. You answered it.
Okay, so go to
It's for
detail
repair job.
8 on A502. I'm talking to the guys here. So you guys realize that eight. Yeah,
Valley.
okay, you realize, and I think this is good, but they're using open valleys, copper, not a closed valley. You know what that means?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, you're gonna see
Closed
it.
valley means you don't.
Yes, right.
see-
Yeah, you're gonna get it nice and it's wide, you're gonna
Right.
get it full door, I like, it because
Okay.
it's gonna last.
Yeah, I think this is good, but I want to just make sure.
Okay,
you're
yeah,
not
I
gonna
know.
Bridge
I
is-
like that. So I like that.
Two
I like the wide open
different
valley.
slopes.
It's,
One say.
it makes sense for movement of every, the water knows, everything else. Just impacts it.
Quickly.
Yeah.
If you
Okay,
don't
I
have
just
that
want to make
ridge
sure
there,
you're good with that.
it can shoot up the other side, go under the shingles,
wouldn't notice that.
possibly get past.
So 9 on A503.
So
And this
that's
is
gonna
just
be
a general,
copper.
Pardon?
That's gonna be copper.
something to look over. So this is a bunch of new construction where the drawings never really talk that much about remove this, remove that. The specifications talk about, you gotta remove everything that needs to be removed to allow the new construction to take place. So we're letting the sense, the notes and the specifications BS, protect us. While these details don't show what's to be removed. I think we're okay. I just want to make sure you guys are aware. And Cole said he's gonna put a few more. Thou shall never do anything unless you remove the stuff that's there first. So we don't get hit with an action, okay? But that's kind of typical throughout these things.
Yeah, the drawings are one thing, I just remember from bidding years ago, we go by the specs first, drawing second.
Not then the courts changed that.
Did they?
Oh, it's now they're all equal. Okay, detail 1, A501. Cole, if you fall asleep, we'll wake you up. Okay. So you see that they've got here, add 1 inch perimeter little dabs of asphalt cement. That's only if manufacturer requires it. Okay, it's not that we're asking the contractor to stick a dab of cement on every foot of the shingle,
Dear God.
okay?
So hopefully,
Yeah, I can.
hopefully it won't pick a shingle that requires dabs.
Right.
But it has,
Have you ever run into anybody who requires a dab of dew on every shingle?
I forget which, I think it's like one of the manufacturers maybe, and it's probably only in the lower areas,
Right.
so. Comfortable area. In our. It's probably only areas on the outer edge of the Cape and the islands that would see that. I don't think you guys are in a high enough wind zone that would be required.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Town hall.
Actually.
You're
Going to
good.
the manufacturer.
Okay,
we got too many trees in that area.
yes. Okay, detail 2 on A501. Two. Okay, now you see keep coming down. See that note at the top, tape vertical and horizontal plywood joints if required by the shingle manufacturer to achieve warranty. Now, although keep in mind, there's already an existing bitumen covering on
Yeah,
that thing,
it's
so you're
already
never
covered.
gonna get that.
Right,
However, Paul's boss made him put that on there. And so that's why that note's there.
That new green stuff is all that's because of the new, sheathing technology, they put that automatically on there now to seal before they put it in this.
No, no, and this isn't the green stuff, this
Okay,
is,
so-
this is just plain old CDX. So we doubt this will ever actually take place.
So what's gonna be, what's, it's like,
well, the whole thing, see where it's